So man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Look, as y'all see by the title, I want to put something on y'all's mind real quick, man. We see this a lot. We see the way this system is set up. It tells you to go to school, get a diploma, go to college, get a degree, get your degree, get a job, work on that job, retire, and then you've achieved what's called the American dream. But the problem with that is that far too many people, far too many of us get caught up in situations where you basically work for somebody else your entire life, or over half your life, half to over half your life, depending on the situation. And then if you do make it to retirement age, by the time you retire, you're so broke down. You're much older. You don't have as much life remaining. You don't have as much life ahead of you as you have behind you. And yet you put in all these years and years and literally decades of time working, in most cases, for somebody else. So that's a tough situation to be in, because also the flip side to that is, so some people will say, well, okay, man, hey, man, I got to eat. I got to do what I got to do. I got a family to feed, so I got to do what I have to do. And then you hear people will say, well, man, you got to figure out a way to work for yourself, man, be your own boss. And absolutely, I 100% subscribe to that. Um, the opposing view to that is, well, man, everybody can't be a boss. There's too many people. There's too many. No, I think that there's something that everybody has to offer that can make it all connect, you know, and people can work their way up. There will be people who have to work under people, but my thing is this: you shouldn't feel as though that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. If you choose to do it, then that's on you. And I don't knock anybody who had to go down that road, by no means. But just for the younger people coming up, or for somebody who may currently just be in a situation now where they're like, man, I've been doing this 5, 10 years. I kind of want to do something different. You feel you reach a point where you feel stuck in a cycle. A lot of um, everyday working class people, they feel like they are stuck in a cycle. They spinning their wheels. There's no um, hope for advancement for them in a lot of cases in their own mind. Even people who go to college, even people who go to college and get a degree, a lot of that optimism and a lot of that hope and excitement that they had going into college and coming out of college, once they got that piece of paper in their hand, a lot of that gets shot down because you get out in the real world and you discover that those opportunities in those fields that you got that degree in are not necessarily there. And then you find yourself actually doing some other kind of job that has nothing to do with all of the years of work that you put in. And in some cases, people never get a chance to go and revisit um, their career choice, because the system just sets you up to go work for somebody else anyway and keep the major corporations rich. It's all set up that way. Then you have people who work 30, 40 years of their life. And it's tough because in those 25, 30, 40 years that you work to wherever you reach the age where you're ready to retire, unfortunately, due to our lifestyles, due to our bad eating habits, and also due to the work, the type of work that we may do. Everybody ain't working in the office. Everybody ain't working in a situation, an indoor situation. A lot of times, man, it's labor. A lot of times it's Even if you're in an office, a lot of times it's stress. It's a stressful situation. So by the time you're done, you're 65, 66, closing in on 70 years old, you broke down. And all you have left to do is live on the little crumbs that you get from retirement and just wait it out. And hopefully the best you can hope for is to hope that you have gained something in that time where you have a home that you can leave to somebody. You have some possessions that you can leave to somebody. You have land or uh, some money that you can leave to somebody. That's the best that you can hope for, because you are free from having to go to that plantation every day. But now you no longer have the you don't even have the energy. You old. And that's a sad reality that a lot of working people face, or a lot of people who haven't got there yet eventually will face. So we have to start not being afraid to try to figure out things that we can do to free ourselves from that plantation, from those jobs, who take. They use you up until they dry you out. And some people don't even make it to the retirement. You may get fired, you may lose your job, you may get sick, you may get hurt. There's so many things that can happen along the way that can jeopardize the little bootleg package that they do got waiting for you at the end. So work all your life for what? I'm not telling nobody to not work, because you got to do what you got to do. But anything that we do, we have to have. If we have bigger dreams, now if you cool with it, then that's all right. Trust me, I'm not being disrespectful and knocking nobody. I'm just saying, but if you're one of the people who claim to have bigger dreams, then you need to be figuring out how to bring that to life. And a lot of it just be fear. A lot of us are scared to tackle or go after the big fish. A lot of us are scared to say, man, this is what I really want to do, and then actually do it. We'll throw it out there, but then we'll really back in. So think on that, because all of us have seen people we know. We've seen older generations. Some of us have seen our parents and grandparents, great-grandparents, whatever the case might be, go down that road, and in some cases work themselves to death. And then by the time Pawpaw retired, he slumped over. Can't even enjoy life. What was it all for? What did you give all of those years for? Just something else on my mind. It's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Click the bell for notifications, and anything y'all want to hear me talk about, leave it in the comments. All right, man. Peace.